Hello everybody, in this video we will be going over the APA Publication Manual, 7th edition. Let's get started. Let's talk about the history. The American Psychological Association first published its first edition in 1929. It started off as a 7-page procedure on how to format a paper, whereas today's 7th edition is now about a 300-page authoritative source of scholarly writing that works to reduce bias in writing, how to write sources, make a reference page, make an outline, what to capitalize. The point is, it has grown a lot, which is good because it's trying to help researchers explain what they did in studies in a transparent way. Today's version has updated journal article reporting standards. This is to help facilitate research, whether it's to help readers read the article, help readers replicate the experiment, and build a shared language to increase comprehension of research to improve future research and therefore improve people's lives. So why APA? It helps provide foundation for effective scholarly communication because it helps writers present ideas in a concise, clear, and organized manner. This uniformity allows for readers to A, focus on ideas being presented rather than formatting, and B, scan works quickly for key points and sources. So talking about the components of a manuscript, there are a total of 14 different parts. Let's begin with the first page. So the title summarizes the idea in a succinct statement that engages readers. It shouldn't be long, and it describes the purpose. The author's name, or byline, is your first and last name with your middle initials. Author affiliation, it describes where the author works and where the research was conducted. The author's note on the bottom of the page talks about any funding that was supporting the research or any conflicts of interest in funding. The running head is on every page in uppercase. It is an abbreviated version of the paper title. And then going back to the author's byline or name, some people add an ORCID ID because some people have the same name, and that helps differentiate between people. Next, on the second page, we have the abstract. This is a brief, comprehensive summary of the contents of the article. It is the most important paragraph. It is limited to no more than 250 words. It may be a paragraph, or you can structure it with labels. And then the keywords, these are used for indexing databases. This helps for readers to find your work. These could be words, phrases, acronyms used throughout your paper or important aspects of the paper. Third page, we have an introduction. The body of a paper always has an intro. This describes issues, why the problem is important, historical antecedents, and study objectives. The methods section tells readers what is done to execute an empirical study. Common subsections within this are participants, sampling procedures, sample size, measures, data collections, quality of measurements, research design, experimental manipulations or interventions, etc. The results summarize the collected data and results of analyses performed on the data. It mentions relevant results regardless of whether hypotheses were supported or not. In the discussion, we evaluate and interpret results in respect to the original hypothesis. Common subsections under this is whether we support the original hypothesis or not, the summary of the results. And then lastly, we have the reference list, appendices, and supplemental materials. In the reference list, we acknowledge the work in previous scholars with ways to locate them. It also acknowledges previous scholarships. The appendices, this includes material that supplements the article content, but that would be considered distracting or inappropriate in the body of a manuscript. And then with the supplemental materials, basically more content that are published online only. So what did we learn from this video? We learned about the history. It started off as a 7-page procedure, and then it turned into this huge 300-page authoritative source I hope you guys learned a lot today. Thank you.